Hi, welcome back, my West Astrology Tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. If you have an Aries rising, Aries moon, or sun, secondly, this is your August astrology forecast. So August going to be a tiny little bit less active like than July. We don't have that much aspect. And the only thing what we can talk about right now, we do have two full moon, one in Aquarius on the 1st and one going to be actually in Pisces on the 30th of August. That's going to be a blue moon. So I'm going to start to talk about the 1st, August 1st, when actually we're going to have Mars and Jupiter trine. So Mars is going to be in your 6th house areas and Jupiter is in your 2nd house. 2nd house is your earned money. That's your wealth. That's your salary. That's your values. That's the food and what you eat. It also rules the jaw area and the teeth over here. So Jupiter and Mars trine, in nature, the trine is a blessing energy. It's a Jupiterian energy. And because it's trine with Jupiter, Mars, it's a blessing with steroid, right? So it's double the blessing for us. So something is coming from work. It's representing the blessing is coming from the 6th house. So either you can actually adopt a puppy, or it could be something, or your dog can get healed, or your cat, small animals, the 6th house, or it could be your work, anything to do with if you have a yoga studio, a service for other kind of business, or if you are work actually in military, you can get actually promoted, or you can get a bonus or recognition if you are working for military. But in case also, if you have anything to do with rental properties, you might going to have some kind of financial benefit out from that. All right. For health, it is good on that case, like you are able to actually afford supplements, or you able to afford to change your diet, perhaps go something all natural and holistic. And you can also have an open, for example, a gym or a yoga studio, or a juice bar, or a herbalism store, also supplement store. So it could be very beneficial. On personal level, it could be your tenant, or it could be someone who you're living with, so your roommate as well. It could represent like you finally find someone and you can share actually the what is that, not the finances, but you know, the way you are paying bills, and it's going to be beneficial for you. If you do have something with your jaw, for example, you can actually put an implant in it. It's going to be beneficial for you. Or if you had a toothache or anything like that, and if you went to the doctor, the issue will be solved. On the same day, we're going to have a full moon in 9 degrees of Aquarius. So the moon going to happen in Aquarius, which is your 11th house, 9 degrees. That's the first decan. So it's going to have a lot of Saturnian and Uranian favor, right? And then it's going to trine with make, or maki. The pronunciation, I heard different kind of pronunciation during the decades, but it's in Libra. And actually it's associated with wealth and abundance as well. So the moon, the full moon especially, something that's come to completion, signing off of something, letting go of something, it's an ending. And in your 11th house, it's representing something with your social circle, with your goals. For example, Maki, it's in your 7th house, so that's partnership. 11th house is your social circle. So But the trine itself is beneficial, but however, you might going to end, for example, a court case, because seventh house is legal matters as well. And the court case is ending, so you don't need to go to court anymore, and Makemake going to make you rich. So if somebody sued you, or you sued someone, or you had a court case or anything, it's gonna be most likely ruled to your favor, for your favor. So something is coming in which is beneficial. And then, all right, let's move forward, and we're going to see Saturn and Mercury opposition on the first also. So Mercury actually, it's in Virgo, here in your 6th house. Saturn is in your 12th house. 12th house is hidden enemies, 6th house is open enemies. The opposition over here could mean different things. So obviously, I only going to interpret a few kind of energies over here, you know, bitter and sweet aspects as well. Opposition in nature, it's a Saturnian flavor. So it has to do something with endurance, with fears, with, you know, like delays as well. And in Pisces, it could be like you wanted to go to a faraway country, travel to an island, but you are delay your traveling because you still have a lot of work to do and you didn't accomplish what you wanted to, and that's why your work is not letting you go. On the other hand, it could be like confrontation with someone. It could be an older person who was hidden, and it could be like an open, a hidden enemy who you didn't expect to be, but right now it's going to get revealed. Mercury is communication, Saturn is delays or restriction. It could be some kind of issue with at your work with your computer, or your words are not heard, or you wanted to write about something, but they're not going to actually publish your words. They're not your thoughts because of they think it's dangerous, or it's you know, like they don't want to, they delay it, they censorship it. It could be that one as well. In medical field, it could be something with thyroids, because of Mercury is actually the messenger in the body. So it could be something with hormones, and Saturn is decreasing. So it could be something with thyroid related, because Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini, and in Virgo it could be this kind of issue. I mean, Gemini could be a thyroid related issue. So yes, there is some kind of issue with hormonal imbalances, or actually decreasing hormones in the body, making you tired, feel tired a little bit. All right, let's move forward and let's go to the 6th of August, where we're going to have Sun and Jupiter square. And the Sun going to be actually in Leo, Jupiter is in Taurus, that's the 5th house and 2nd house. 5th house is your joy, and 2nd house is your income, right? So it could actually make it to happen, like you have less money to spend on vacation. Or it could mean something like with investment, because 5th house is speculation and investment as well, not just joy and pleasure, or children as well, but it could mean like you need to spend money on your children. They're going to start school and there is a lot of expenses. Or it could also mean like you will need to you spend more money on your vacation. You are in a faraway country and you didn't expect the food to be expensive, like crazy expensive, and you will need to spend a lot more money that you expected, right? If you are speculating with something, then be careful. Don't put your eggs in one basket, because that kind of square is a Martian energies in flavor. So it's impulsive energy. It is not really thinking, not necessarily thinking, and it could create a loss. So careful with investment a little bit. But many times the square is pushing you to learn. And even if you lose, it's a kind of growth out from it, because later on you will be capable to understand what you have done, and then you can come back from the loss. All right, so we are moving forward and we're gonna go to the 9th. And on the 9th, we are having two aspects. We have Venus square Uranus. I have my note over here. And then Mercury trine Jupiter. So Venus-Uranus square, it's gonna happen a few times because Venus is going retrograde, went retrograde on the 22nd of July. So it's going to happen one more time with Uranus, right? When it's coming back from retrograde. All right, so 5th house, 2nd house, did you invest in digital currency? It might going to decrease the value, right? Or it could be something with your investment in gold. It could actually also bring back an opportunity to learn something about gold investment. Maybe the gold value going to decrease, and right now you're capable to buy some. And later on, when it's gonna go back actually to direct, it's going to rise again, and then you are capable to create money. The moment it's gonna trine with when Venus gonna go to Virgo and trine with Uranus, you are making money on it. So let's see what else can happen. So 5th house is joy and pleasure. Venus over there, it's love. It could be an intimate partner, but it could create some kind of chaos with your lover because of money issues. Maybe your lover is not a strong supporter, or it's not giving you money, you know, like some kind of financial issue with a partner over there, with a lover over there. What else could be? It could be something with your airplane, because Uranus itself could be something with air traveling. It doesn't have to be an accident, nothing like that I'm saying, but it could mean like, you know what, Mars is like, it needs some kind of attention. And Mars is surgery, but you know, obviously airplane are not going to get surgery, but some kind of repair of a chopper or airplane or something like that. And that's why the joy and the pleasure, the vacation could get delayed because it's need to be fixed first. All right, and let's go further. So we're gonna go on the 13th. The 13th, we're going to, no, let's go to Mercury and Jupiter trine. So that is very good. It's going to do something with your work. It's going to be something unexpected. You're going to get a raise, most likely, and you didn't see it coming, right? Or you might going to adopt a dog and it didn't see it coming. You know, you're just walking on the street, you find the dog and then you take it in. Unexpected, right? Or it could be like you investing in something which is, or selling something, maybe it's a rental property and you're capable to rent it out, but you didn't know you want to move, but you get a new job and then you are capable to move and rent out your property right away, but it's an unexpected, it's a sudden event. All right, so the other thing that will happen, it's gonna happen on the 15, that's the sun going to square with Uranus. No, we were talking about that already. No, we were talking about Venus square Uranus. Right now, the sun going to square with Uranus. And then it's going to happen at 23 degrees. And it's exactly the same when Venus squared with Uranus. It's something to do with speculation. In nature, it is something impulsive energy, something that you have to watch. You know, like, and also it could get a delay in traveling or an unexpected spending. On the 19th, we're going to have the sun and node going to trine. So the nodes went in Libra and Aries, and the North Node is in your first house. So you are one of the golden child of the 18 months. And that, as I told you before, because I already made a video for each individual signs over there. So it's going to happen in your first and seventh house axis. It definitely has to do something with you and your partnership. But at this moment, it is going to create a trine with the sun. And the sun is going to be 29 degrees Leo. So what's going to happen over here? it is you are creating something joyous. You are capable to actually look luxurious. You're capable to look expensive. You're going to invest in your hairdo, in your wardrobe. And even if Venus went back to retrograde and I wouldn't do something which is totally new for me, but it could mean like you are going back to something what was actually you already experienced before. So, you know, like if you never had a short hair, please don't do it because you're gonna regret. But if you did so and it felt so good and you felt very useful and beautiful with it, this is the time you might want to go back to it again. But you know, the sun actually, it's your career as well. It's representing your work or career. North Node in the first house could be something with your purpose. So it could be like change of purpose in your life, in your career, but actually you're going to choose something that you really enjoy. It's going to be really good to do whatever you do. And it could be something with speculation. You might even win the lottery because it could be very positive for that. And on the other hand, what I wanted to say, what did I want to say? Let me say, because I had some thoughts here, what I lost, but oh yes, I know the medical part of that, because Leo is your heart, sun of the heart, Leo, or it's also like the circulation and representing the heart. North Node in Aries ruled by Mars, which is like something like pressure, you know, but because it's a trine, it could represent like you're going to get a good news. You actually healed your cholesterol well, or you healed your heart issues, or actually it could heal you from love pain. Like if you have a loss or if you broke up previously, you feel totally healed and you are ready actually to date again. You feel like you are ready to date again. And on the same day, because it's going to be the 16th, we're going to have a new moon and it's going to be in Leo. So I love Leo new moons or full moons because I have a Leo moon. And it's going to happen in your fifth house. And fifth house is anything to do with, as I said, pleasure and joy and creativity, entertainment. So the new moon over here, you might going to have a new agent, a new manager. You might going to have a sign to the record label studio. But definitely, or you might going to just sign up for a vacation, a cruise ship, for example. You can be on stage with this kind of situation. So stage, because Leo loves to be center of attention, and this moon is anything to do with your emotions, obviously, and it's a new start. So it is like almost like I feel renewed. I can love again. I'm ready to love. India Aries has that kind of beautiful song. I'm ready to love, or ready for love. I'm ready for love. But that could be the point over here. All right, and then this new moon going to do, yes, it's gonna square actually Uranus and sextile Vesta. So the new moon in Leo gonna square Uranus. That is exactly the same when it's squared with Venus, squared with the sun. That is the same situation coming up with the square. So it is like, you know, like careful with investment, careful with spending too much money, because North Node is in your first house. So you want to look expensive. You want to change everything about yourself. And sometimes you are just overwhelmingly spending. With sextiling with Vesta is in your third house of communication. It could mean like, you know what, maybe you are ready to buy a new car, invest in a luxurious car. That could be also the expenses, you know, like it's way more than I thought it's going to cost for me. But definitely Vesta is an investment planet, eternal flame. And, you know, Mercury ruled Gemini could be something with electric cars, but you know, that could be an investment, a good investment for you there. And on the 19th, we're going to have the sun and the nodes trining. very, very beneficial energy. It's really good to look pretty. It's really good to hire someone new, or actually meet someone, go for a date this day, because you will feel wonderful about yourself. And on the 22nd, we have Venus-Jupiter square again. Venus-Jupiter, well, you know, it's exactly something with your jewelry. It could be like you lost your favorite jewelry, or it could be like you bought something and you paid $10,000 for the diamond, but at this moment when you go and make it clean, they say the value of the diamond is only $5,000 or $7,000 or whatever, and it could make you a little bit upset. But of course it could be a lost possession also, and you know, Venus rules anything with gemstones, diamonds, and it could be that. On the 22nd also, we're going to have Mars and Neptune opposition. Well, it could be some kind of conflict with, and it is coming out of nowhere because the person was gossiping behind your back. You didn't see that coming. It was hidden, that kind of conflict. And it could be a coworker who is gossiping behind your back, and you need to confront with the person. All right. And but on the other hand, it could mean some kind of issues with too much alcohol intake, some kind of inflammatory issues because of you are using drugs, or some kind of, you know, addiction related. It could be something with addiction related issues. And Virgo could be the stomach. And you know, you have a stomach ache, and because of you ate something, or you ate too spicy food, or it could be something with food poisoning. Usually Pluto is the poison, but it could actually be something which is inflating your body or giving you actually some kind of allergic reaction. And actually seafood could be that. So careful with that. It could be an allergic reaction from seafood. All right. And then we're going to have the 24th, Pluto and Mars. What? Pluto and Mars? No. Oh, yes. That can be, it's August. So let me see. So Capricorn and Mars gonna be Virgo 28 degrees. Yes. No, so it can be. Okay, my note was cuckoo over here. So forget about that. Actually, the Pluto and Neptune is for sure. But I mean, Mars and Neptune is for sure. All right. So that forget about that. And then we're going to have the 27th, Saturn and Sun opposition. And Saturn and Sun, it's your 6th house and your 12th house again. That is some kind of tiredness, adrenal fatigue could be. It's like I'm overwhelmed with work, you know, like it's never ending. I don't see, because of 12th house is behind the scene, and you don't see because that's the eternal womb. It's so huge. It's afterlife. It's so huge you don't even see when it's going to end, and that's why it could be overwhelming. All right, and then we have a Pisces full moon. So this month I really love, because I have my moon in Leo and I have a Pisces sun, so I feel lucky here. But the Pisces full moon going to happen at 7 degrees and 25 minutes, right? So let me see, 7 degrees, 25 minutes. So actually it's going to conjunct with Saturn, but it's not going to be, it's tight conjunction, it's not exact, but anyway, because of the full moon is happening over here, so the moon is going to be here, it's our emotion. So we're going to feel tired, and especially you in your 12th house. It is something to do with like, I want to sleep in, I want to go to retreat, I want to actually nurture myself with a retreat perhaps. So actually, if you are willing to go for a retreat, it would be wonderful for you. It would be really, really great. If you are willing to go to get rid of some kind of addiction, because full moon is getting rid of something, and 12th house is addiction, and Pisces could be addiction. So not only retreat, but it could be like with Saturn, it's like a building, it's like an authority where you go into, and actually they help you to become healthy and give up addictions, for example. So it could be wonderful on that level. Yes, and then what else could be? It could actually, like, you know, the full moon, you're not gonna sleep a lot. It could become, you could become for 2 days before and after dealing with some insomnia over there, and that could create tiredness as well. It could create like some kind of coldness, like maybe you feel cold in your body, but definitely great for, I would say it's good if you want to get rid of addiction and go ahead and, or even it's great for to create an addiction center or a retreat center, because Saturn is endurance and it's diligence and it's building something. So you might want to build something. All right, guys, if you loved my videos, you know the drill, please subscribe and push the like buttons and comment a thank you, a heart, anything would help, because you know how does it work? It's artificial intelligence and it's a software, and the algorithm only works if you're going to start to communicate with me, and I promise I'm going to answer back to you. But please, you know, share it with your friends so they can also benefit from my readings. And also, you know, I truly appreciate your support, because I want to do actually a living out from this. I mean, apart from this, but I would appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Take care. See you next time.